I bought this recently, so I'm going to test it out and I'll make a video about it so you can watch it if you're interested. Let's go. So what is it? Well, it's the Cyclone side eject coring lawn aerator. It's got 3 side eject coring tines, as you can see there. So that's about all there is to it. So let's test it out. So before we get into testing it out, let's check out some of the reviews. Well, as you can see, it doesn't look so good. So let's stick it in the ground and see what happens. So I don't know if you can see that, but you can see that they're clear there. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so you can see I did a few holes there and we're not really getting any cores out. We're getting a little bit of soil crumbling away, but it gets pretty blocked in the bottom there. So you can see this is not super wet, but it's also not completely dry. So let's try it on some really wet soil. See how it goes there. Okay, put a bit of water on this section here and we'll try it out. We'll give that a minute to soak in. While that water's soaking in, I'll show you guys another lawn that I tried it on, which is a 100% sand-based lawn. And you can see from these clips that it doesn't really work that well on there either. But now let's try it on this wet part here. So I cleaned the tines out again. So you can hear it's pretty wet. So would you look at that? We got something. A little bit. But let's give it one more try here in the shady part. It's always a bit more moisture. They just don't come out. You can see there's just nothing really coming out there. So far it doesn't look that good. Maybe if the soil conditions are perfect, it might work. But there is another thing we can try. On the back it says, for best results, spray the tines with a non-stick lubricant before use. So let's clean these tines off, find something to spray it with and test it out again. Alright, so I went digging into the depths of the garden shed and I found these 2 things. I don't know if that's the right stuff or not, but I'll spray this one on one of them. And then maybe I'll do this one on the other end. Okay, let's put it in the ground and see. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that made much difference. Okay, so based on my tests so far, I would probably not recommend buying this machine if you're looking for a reliable way to get cores out of your lawn. I'm not sure if maybe the tines are just too small or they're not quite designed right, but they don't seem to work that well. The rest of it feels pretty good. This feels strong. I like the handles. When you're stepping on it, it feels strong, feels solid, but just the tines let it down, in my opinion. You can see every now and then you get a little core. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's reliable, and if you're just looking for a manual corer that works out the box, I probably wouldn't buy this one. But that's not the end of this story today, because we have these. new tines. So what do we do with these? We put them on here. Let's do it. There we go, check that out. So we've got the new tines on there now, a little bit bigger. So let's give it a try and see if we made it better. So let's try it out here just next to where I tried it before. If you are enjoying the video, consider liking and subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out. Well, check that out, guys. These holes on the left are from before. And now with the new tines, the holes on the right. So that seems to be working pretty well here on this. So I'll wet up another patch like before. And we'll test it out on a wet part. Well, guys, I'd say that works pretty well there. Look at that. So probably a little bit of moisture is good. Let's see if it works by just chucking it in. Okay, well, there we go. So I'm pretty happy with that. That seems to work really well now. So I do find when the lawn is quite dry, it's quite hard to get this in sometimes. So I definitely suggest watering your lawn beforehand. But I definitely recommend this upgrade if you have one of these aerators or corers. And if you're looking at buying one, I probably wouldn't buy one unless you're planning on changing the tines, because it doesn't really work as it comes. I hope you enjoyed this video or found it interesting. And if you have any questions or comments about anything in the video, let me know down below and I'll try and help you out. So that's about it. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.